Did you know money stress, not being able to pay the bills, shows up in every season of life? I'm starting a 5-part series to share my story because if you've ever felt weighed down by money in your relationship, in your life, I want you to know you're not alone. I have felt that every day of my life. That's why now I've made that my niche about money, stress, and relationships. So here's part 1. In my 20s and 30s, I was a mom of 3 beautiful girls. We did everything right. We followed the rules. Society told us to go to school, get a career, buy a house, drive a nice car, raise the kids, keep up appearances, get the trailer, take the trips. From the outside, it probably looked like we had it all put together. But the truth, life was expensive, even back then. Kids were expensive, and no matter how much we worked or how hard we tried, it was never enough. The pressure of paying bills, keeping up, and doing life right turned into constant money stress. Fights weren't about love, they were about survival. That's when it hit me. You can follow every rule in the book you're supposed to do all the right things, and still find yourself drowning in money stress. What happened when I became a single mom? Part 2 of my money stress series, Can't Pay the Bills series, I became a single mom. Something changed. There weren't money fights anymore because there was no one to fight with. It was just me. And honestly, that made it harder in some ways. Suddenly, every decision, every bill, every worry was on my shoulders. I remember lying awake at night, staring at the ceiling, wondering how I was going to make it all work. Give my girls the life they deserved on one income? They were older now and needed more. Graduation, cars, college. Not all on me, but still a lot. A lot on one income. Money stress doesn't need another person to exist. It finds you even when you're on your own. And the silence of carrying it alone was just as heavy as the arguments had been before. But it was my decision and I had to figure it out. That season taught me something important. You can't outrun money stress. If you don't find a way to fix it, to face it, it will just follow you. What happened in my blended family with 6 kids sounds beautiful, but with 6 kids and only 2 incomes, reality was tough. We worked hard, but stretching those paychecks to cover everything was nearly impossible. The stress of money was always there, hanging over every bigger grocery trip, every holiday, every bill in the mail, and no matter how we tried, the weight of financial stress made everything harder. I remember thinking, we're doing our best. Why does it still feel like we're failing? That's what money stress does. It makes you believe you're not enough, even when you're giving everything you have. What happened when I finally found my soulmate? For my soulmate relationship, part 4 of my money stress series. Then came the relationship I thought was my forever, my soulmate, the one who got me, the one who wanted to retire. I wanted to retire with, travel with, grow old with. The love was there. The dreams were there. But you know what else was there? Debt. Both of us carried baggage from past relationships and marriages. Both of us were single parents before. And no matter how much we wanted to move forward, the weight of debt kept pulling us back. Together, we dreamed of freedom. We dreamed of vacations, of enjoying life, of peace. But reality, we were stuck in a cycle of working just to pay bills with no end in sight. And even though we loved each other so deeply, money stress whispered doubts into every plan we had. That's when I knew love alone isn't enough to carry you. If money stress goes unchecked, it will always steal the joy. The lesson I learned after all of these experiences. To part 5 of my money stress series, Can't Pay the Bills. And the truth I finally learned. I mean, looking back on all 3 chapters, raising kids young, being a single mom, building a blended family, and even finding my soulmate, thing was always the same. Money stress. And not being able to keep up on the bills. A lifelong thing unless you do something about it. It didn't matter the stage of life. It didn't matter how much money was there. Money stress found its way into every relationship, every decision, every dream. I mean, that's why I knew I had to change something. Figure out something else. Because love deserves better. Families deserve better. I deserve better. That's when I discovered I could create a second income stream online. One that's fun, runs on autopilot, and even helps other people at the same time. So for the first time, I felt like I was building a future where money stress doesn't get the final say. It's the truth. Money stress will show up no matter what season of life you're in. Will you let it run your life, or will you take control of it? Follow me if you're ready to quiet the money stress. And if you want to know how I did it, DM me or put ready in the comments, and I'll show you the steps. I'll show you the proven blueprint that I'm using to quiet the money stress noise. Have a good day.